If Chinese takeout was or still is your favorite takeout cheat meal ordering in lazy Friday night situation, then this 20-minute vegan ginger beef and broccoli dinner bowl is literally going to change your life. Now, you're probably wondering, how are we going to make this a vegan ginger beef situation? Well, I'm so glad you asked. We're gonna use TVP. This is something you, if you've followed me for any length of time, have seen me talk about, rave about, rant about. It's amazing. And if you don't know what it is, Google it. It's dehydrated soy protein, and it's super high in protein, very low in fat, and super nutritious. And it makes for a perfect ground meat replacement. And it's super easy to cook. I'm gonna show you just how easy right now. All we're gonna do is we're gonna take a cup of this stuff, just level it off, and we're going to pour it into a bowl, and then we're going to add a cup or two of hot water right over top of it so it can rehydrate. And we're just going to set that aside for 10 minutes to let it soak up all that liquid, rehydrate, and in that 10 minutes, we're going to make our gingery sauce, which is, I could drink it. I could just drink it. Now we're gonna make the most of this 10 minutes of soaking time, so grab yourself a little bowl for our sauce, and we're just going to really quickly whisk up a few simple ingredients. Most of them you probably already have, which is pretty great. We're gonna add 2.5 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce or tamari if you're gluten-free. This is going to be our main source of saltiness, which we must have for a ginger beef and broccoli. 1.5 tablespoons of rice vinegar for a little bit of tang. 1.5 tablespoons of tahini. This is sesame paste and offers a bit of a creamier mouthfeel. Plus 1.5 tablespoons of maple syrup for a little bit of sweetness. If you don't like maple syrup or don't have it, you could use agave or date syrup. Plus 1/2 tablespoon of a dark soy sauce, something like a mushroom flavored or a vegan oyster flavored soy sauce. These usually aren't gluten-free, so if you are gluten-free, you could just sub this for more regular soy sauce, but this just adds really good richness and kind of a deeper depth of flavor. And then lastly, we're gonna take some of this fine rhizome here, some fresh ginger. We're just going to grate about 1 to 2 tablespoons of ginger into the sauce. You can kind of adjust the taste. Try tasting it with 1 tablespoon and see how you like it, because ginger does add heat and spiciness, and if you're sensitive to heat, you might just want to do 1 tablespoon. I'm probably going with 2, because I like it spicy. Now we shall take our whisk and give it a little whiskey until it is emulsified. More specifically, the tahini has emulsified into the sauce and we got no lumps or chunks. You can also take your broccoli, which is about 2 small crowns or 11 ounces to be exact. We're going to chop these up into small florets. Use the stems. We don't waste stems, just chop them up, okay? Now, you remember this stuff, that TVP? So we're just going to pour it into like a mesh sieve over the sink, just to kind of get the excess water out. Now, what we're not going to do, which is something I normally would do, is we're not gonna press out all the extra liquid because we need it to steam the broccoli. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so we've got a big, wide pan heating up on medium-high heat. We're gonna add 1 tablespoon of toasted sesame oil, because this stuff is the best and it adds the best flavor. So try not to skip this if you can. Roasty, toasty goodness. Oh my God, it already smells so good. All right, once the oil is hot, we're just going to add the TVP and then arrange it into a relatively flat, even layer. We're just going to let this cook undisturbed for about 3 minutes on medium-high heat. This is just to let a little bit of browning action occur on the TVP, and then we're just going to stir it again after that 3 minutes and then let it cook for another 2 minutes. All right, now that we've cooked the TVP for about 5 minutes, we're gonna add in our chopped broccoli. Give it a quick little stir. If any of your TVP is kind of stuck to the bottom, just kind of give it a little scrape. Now we're gonna turn the heat down to medium. We're just going to cover it and let the residual moisture in the TVP cook and steam the broccoli for about 5 minutes. And in that 5 minutes, we can take some green onions or scallions and give them a nice little chop. We can use these as a nice garnish. Highly recommend. Green onions, always a good choice. Something else you can do while we're waiting for the broccoli to cook is subscribe below, because, you know, I'm kind of fun to be around. I do high protein, gluten-free, plant-based recipes twice a week, so subscribe. And we are 5 minutes in the future, and what do we have? Deliciousness, that's what. That broccoli is bright green, yet still tender, still got some firmness to it. So now what we're going to do is very simply take that epic sauce. We're just going to pour it right on over everything, baby. We're gonna turn the heat down to like medium low. We're gonna give that all a real good stir. We just want the sauce to thicken up ever so slightly and just coat everything really well. It's only gonna take a minute or two for the sauce to have enveloped and fully embraced the broccoli and the TVP beef crumbles. And now finally, we're going to take 2 tablespoons of toasted sesame seeds, add them in, give them a quick stir, and this is done and ready to serve with some steamed rice and some of those green onions. Oh my God, you guys, the smell. The smell, the ginger. This is so sweet and salty and spicy and warm and tangy. It's just got so much flavor. 39 grams of protein in this bowl. Skip the takeout and make this instead. Seriously, you have 20 minutes. If you're looking for some more 20-minute high-protein vegan dinner ideas, I got you. Check out my Golden Glow tofu bowl or my 20-minute noodle bowl right here. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe below for more high-protein vegan deliciousness. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.